So we're given that the vertices of a triangle are at -2, -1, 10, -1, and 4, 4. And we're asked to find the area of this triangle. Okay, so I have 4 ways I want to show you. So let me just delete this image first. Alright, so first method is the more common but easier method. It's just to draw a box. It's called the box method. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so A is a -2, -1. So that's right there. Actually, I'm going to use a different color. -2, -1. 10, -1. That's B. And C is at 4, 4. That is C. And what you want to do, I'm going to draw this line more clearer. What you want to do is just draw a box around this triangle. And just find the area of this box and subtract these remaining areas. Okay, so this rectangle looking shape looks to be like 12 by 5, 12, 5. So that whole thing is 60. And this area over here looks to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units across. 6 units across. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to top, so it's 30, and divided up by 2 since it's a triangle. So that area is 15. And same thing for this triangle over here. Looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as its height, and its base. It looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. And 5 times 6 divided by 2 is also 15. So we just do 60 minus 15 minus 15, and we have 30. It's a units squared. It's the area of triangle ABC. Okay, that's the most common and easiest way, in my opinion. Another way I like, but I'd say it's a little faster. It's called the Shoelace Theorem, and it sounds interesting. It's set up. Okay, so what you want to do is essentially set up a matrix. You do 1/2. Set up a 2 by 4 matrix. Yeah, 2 by 4 matrix. No, 4 by 2 matrix, because you're gonna have 4 rows and 2 columns. So, and you want to put the points like counterclockwise. So you can start with -2, -1, -2, -1. Go counterclockwise. The next point should be 10, -1, and a 4, 4, and then you go back to the -2, -1, and here's where the shoelace parts comes in. You multiply this with that with that, and that with that. So 1/2 -2 times -1 is 2. 10 times 4 is 40. 4 times -1 is -4. And you subtract that by the other way. 10 times -1 is -10. 10 times 4 is 40 minus 40. And 4 times... you do the other way. So I did something wrong. Okay, so 10 times -1 is negative 10. 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. And negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. And you essentially just evaluate this. 1/2, 42 minus, that's 38. Plus 10 is 48. Plus 4 is 52. And plus 8 is 60. You can just evaluate all this, and that's 60. And when you take 1/2 of that, you get the area is 30 units squared. Pretty cool. Okay, and another way is just by using a formula, and it's quite long, so I don't really like using it, but it's still viable. Let me erase all of this first. Okay, so the formula goes like this. 1/2, open the absolute value symbol, x1, y2 plus x2, y3 plus x3, y1 minus x1, y3 minus x2, y1 minus x3, y2. And call -2, -1, x1, y1, 10, -1, x2, y2, and 4, x3, y3. And just substituting into the formula, you get 1/2, -2 times -2 times -1 is 2, plus 10 times 4 is 40, plus 4 times -1, that's -4, -4, minus x1, -2 times y3 is 4, it's -8, minus x2, that's 10, times -1, that's -10, and x3, that's 4, y2 is -1, that'd be -4. Just evaluate all this. 2 plus 4 is 42, minus 4 is 38, plus 8 is 46, plus 10 is 56, plus 4 is 60. And absolute value of 60, of course, just 60. And 1/2 of 60 is 30. So this is 30 units squared once again. Yeah, and I don't really like using the formula. I just use the box method because it's the simplest. And if you're in doubt of the other methods, like when you use them, you can always just use the box method to make sure you're correct. Okay. The last method is also like the third method. It's kind of formula based, but sometimes it just pops your head like that, like telling you that that's what you do. And if you know Heron's formula, which goes if you're given 3 sides of a triangle, it's at the semi-perimeter minus the semi-perimeter minus one of the sides, a semi-perimeter minus another side, times the semi-perimeter times minus another side. And what I'm going to do is find a distance between all these points and put it into this, put it into the formula. So the distance from A to B, you just use the distance formula, 10 plus 2 squared plus y2 -1 plus 1, 0 squared, that is equal to 144 equals 12. AC equals 6 squared plus 5 squared equals, that's like root 61. Yeah, we can leave it at that. And BC equals 6 squared plus 5 squared, which is also root 61. And then we find the summing perimeter by adding up all the sides and dividing it by 2. So 12 plus 2 root 61 divided by 2 is the same thing as 12 root 2 plus 2 root 61 over 2. And that's 6 plus root 61. So we can just put that in the formula. 6 plus root 61, 6 plus 6 root 61 minus a, let's call that 12 times 6 plus root 61 minus root 61, and 6 plus root 61 minus root 61 again. Okay, so this root 61 and negative root 61 just cancel out. So you're left, you can just simplify this to 6 plus root 61, 6 plus root 61 minus 12. And when you multiply all this out, you just enter this all in your calculator. You will get 30 units squared. Again,